up, guys? What's going on, everybody? What's up, my TC fam? How you guys all doing today? What's up? What's up? You guys doing good? You guys doing good? What's up, guys? What a day, man. What a day. I'm back, baby. Oh, man. Today was awesome. Today was awesome. It was a big day for me today, guys. I came back. Last night I came on the live stream and I told all you guys I had a game plan. You know, the Wolf and I, last night on my live stream, we talked about the Canadian pot stocks. They were all going crazy. Everybody was asking us questions about them. I told you yesterday that, today was a day that I was going to bounce back. I told you how I was going to bounce back. Today I was a man on a mission. I was so laser focused today. I only traded one stock, but I traded it a couple times. That was TLRY. I shorted TLRY in the morning at 48. I rode that damn thing down all day long. I beat that thing like it stole something today. Took profits. Then I added back to my position, took profits, added back to my position, took profits. I rode that thing all the way down to $32. Just a really good day where I was able to really just display, just focus. Just focus. And there was a lot of other things that were moving around early. Like you had like RMCT, you had MNPR, which turned out to be complete pieces of garbage. Those stocks did absolutely nothing off the leading gappers on the day. I've noticed the last couple of days, small caps have slowed down. The momentum and the follow through on them has slowed down since what we've seen the last couple of months. And then today to have your leading gappers, RMCT, MNPR, completely crap the bed, just further kind of reiterates and further kind of proves that I think that the small caps are kind of slowing down a little bit. And I didn't allow myself to get distracted, After taking an L yesterday, I was on a big win streak, and then I lost. I got beat up a little bit yesterday. So to come back today with a vengeance felt awesome. Today feels great. When I'm done with this live stream, I'm having a steak and I'm having a scotch, and I'm gonna enjoy my night when we're done with this live stream, because tonight was a good one. Today's a good one. Today makes me feel a lot better. And what we talked about yesterday on the live stream about, like the mental aspect of trading, like sitting back down on my desk today and just not worrying about what happened yesterday, but sitting back down on my desk today and saying to myself, man, I just want to be green today. I just want to be focused. I don't want to try to do too much. I don't want to try to feel like I got to make it all back. And what ends up happening, I do make it all back. Okay. With a huge, huge trade today, short TLRY, the cannabis sector in Canada got destroyed. All the cannabis stocks pulled back today. And it's exactly what the Wolf and I talked about yesterday on our live stream. If you guys missed our live stream last night, I suggest when you're done watching this one, go back and watch it, because the Wolf and I talked in great detail about the marijuana stocks, both the Canadian sector and in the US. And we talked about trading the Canadian sector. The Wolf actually said he thought that, TLRY could drop $30. It literally fell exactly $30 today, which is just crazy. I shorted TLRY on the way down. The Wolf wasn't short the Canadian stocks on the way down, but instead he started to buy the dip on a lot of the U.S. names, on MSOS, which is the U.S. ETF, Curaleaf, Green Thumb, Cresco Labs. He started buying the dips on a lot of the U.S. names while I was shorting the Canadian names by means of TLRY. Okay, so it was a really big day. Go back and watch that live stream if you guys missed it from last night. But so tonight's a very special live stream, guys. Very special in the sense that I was able to really bounce back in a big way today. But also, like last night I was down, right? I was kind of bummed out. I got beat up a little bit. But when I take an L, now that we have a growing family in True Trading Group, and that's really what we are. It's a family. It's not just about me anymore. It's about all of you guys too. And last night I received an email from a TTG family member who was just kind of letting me know, like, hey, Mike, it seems like you had a rough day yesterday. And, I just want to let you know, and just goes in and tells me her entire story And I was floored. I was absolutely floored at this woman's story that she shared with me yesterday. And it really helped. It helped kind of lift up my spirits, but it also really kind of brought things into perspective. And it was the most amazing thing that I've read in a while. And I knew that I had to bring her on this live stream tonight to share her story with you, because it's that inspirational, and I want you all to hear it. I think a lot of people on this live stream can relate to it. So you guys are in for a special treat tonight. We're going to talk about the TLRY trade, and I've got a very special guest. So I'm excited to get into the live stream tonight. Guys, welcome to the True Trading live stream. If this is your very first time joining us here tonight, first thing you want to do is subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications, okay? Because every single day on this YouTube channel, I go over trade ideas, trade recaps, but I also cover mental lessons and technical lessons for day trading, swing trading, stocks, and options. You guys definitely want to make sure that you subscribe and turn on those notifications, because I share with you guys a professional education on this live stream. My name is Michael Edward. I'm the head trader at True Trading Group. I began my career working for a fund in New York City. I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught how to trade. This isn't stuff I figured out in my mother's basement. This is something that was my first job out of college, and they put me through an educational training program before they let me trade $1 of their money. And that's what has made me the trader that I am today. I simplify that education, and I've created a curriculum that all my TeachD family members have access to, obviously on the website as a member. But on the YouTube channel, I give you guys golden nuggets of information, lessons on here for free every night. And that's why you want to make sure you subscribe right now and turn on those notifications. If you guys have not done so already, smash that like button, because we've got one hell of a stream in store for you all here today. Okay. But first, before I get into the good stuff, I want to know who is brand new here. I want to know how many people we have on the live stream right now that have never been on a TeachD live stream. If you are brand new, this is your first stream with us, go ahead and type the letter I in chat right now. I want to see how many new faces we've got joining us here today. All right, we got Ethan, Chris Robbins, Stacy Hutcherson, Mehdi, Wally, Jay Sisko, Alan Roos, Joseph McCowan, Baron D, Donald Holder, I Sosa, Dustin, Angela, Felipe, Casey, Leo Flynn, Tan, Patrick Melville, Nate Sinclair, Mike Cunningham, Zena, Knox 10, Kevin, Dawn Chavez, Chuck Dowdy, Rondell Blair, the glass scratch remover of Miami, Patrick Melville, I think I said that already, Solange Cabrera, Jake Maxey, Dawn, Judy Buser, Mo Ahi, Kevin Hendren, Mahi J, Grant Wu, Mohammed Imam, Fallen Angel, Zap Pest, Rachel, Anthony, Solomon, yes, Dana with the Dana, what's good? Matthew Osborne, Coach Kimmel, what's up, guys? What's going on? Beautiful. We have a lot of new faces. I love it. I love all my new faces. I love seeing all of you guys that are all here for their very first time. I really do. I love it. It shows that the TeachD fam is growing. My regular TeachD fam, you guys, welcome all our first-time viewers. Let them know they're in for one hell of a treat. Like I said, I've got a very special live stream for you guys today. Huge day for me, short TLRY, but I've got a very special guest that I think you're all going to want to meet. Now, those of you that are brand new, I wanted to know how many of you are brand new, because I'm going to show you guys all something pretty amazing. Okay, I'm going to show you guys all something pretty amazing. I want you all to pay attention, all of you that are brand new here, as I ask my TTG family members, how many of you are crushing the month of February so far? How many of my TTG fams, sound off in chat right now. If you have been making money with TTG in the month of February, sound off in chat right now. I want to know, and most importantly, I think all of our first-time viewers want to. So listen, if you guys are a first-timer, I want you to pay attention to the comments coming through chat right now. These are comments from my TTG members. Okay, you guys can see 50K in the last 4 days for Ronald, J. Blanco, 5K. Chris Ortiz, 3 green days in a row. Fallen Angels up $75, started with 300. 10K this month for Ray Camillo. I'm still up just in February, $100,000 for Nadeem. That's insane, Nadeem. That's insane. Chef Daddy is up 20K this week, 8 green days in a row. Ghostface Trader's killing it. Janelle is up 2K in 2 weeks. 3K for Doug Stewart. WV Sniper's also up 3K. Jonathan Delude, $717,000 on the year, thanks to me and the Wolf. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's a hell of an accomplishment. I'm not going to try to pronounce your name because I will definitely butcher it. $14,000. Congrats. Red today for John, but still up $30,000 in the month of February. Great job, John. We'll come back and bounce back tomorrow, brother. Up 15K in the last 7 days for DB. Jessica Woodard is up. Oh, I just missed it. Looked like 2K this month. Dexy Yellow, 3K. Jose, $11,000 on the Tilray short today. Yes. Beautiful. Jacob, red day today, but 20K this week. Beautiful. Luisa Ramirez up $1,000 this month. Breeze Easy, 52K this year. Paid for my membership in the very first week for Doug Wilson. 16K for Bill Wieland on OCGN. Umar, 3,000 on HYLN. Jeremy's up $2,500 this month, crushing. Yes. Lady Bird F, it's my birthday month and I'm getting paid. Beautiful. Hell yeah. Leonardo from joining us, watching us from Twitter, says, I watch you guys for more than a year. I have to join the team. Leonardo, I'm ready when you are, man. The entire group is ready when you are. The entire TC fam is ready when you are. So like I said, guys, we're streaming right now live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Okay, so welcome everyone that is joining us on all of those different channels. Naveen has turned $5,000 into $30,000 in 3 months. That's awesome. Congratulations. Incredible. Ray Nightingale said, I had a red day today, but I'm still up 5K for the month. Nice job. Guys, this is important, seeing the wins, but right now we actually have a red to green workshop going on for our members as we leave no trader behind. So literally right now, as I'm speaking to you, in one of our chat sessions, we have Jason Simmons, who we call him the professor. He's one of the moderators in True Trading Group, and he's actually conducting a red to green workshop right now with any of our TeachD members that are still struggling. So you see all of my members that are commenting their, how much money that they're up, and that's amazing. And I'm super proud of all my members that are doing well and that are having success. And the reality of it is that the overwhelming majority of my members are doing very well, but not everybody is. We still do have members that are struggling. We still have some members that are red, but at TTG, we leave no trader behind. And that is why every couple of weeks we host a red to green workshop, and Jason Simmons, the professor, one of our TeachD mods, is actually in that session right now with a bunch of our TeachD members conducting that red to green workshop. Okay. So we leave no trader behind, guys. So like I said, my TeachD fam, I wanted you guys to sound off in chat. Thank you for participating with me. And guys, listen, for those of you that are brand new, there's no reason why you guys can't be a part of this. There really is no reason why. Yes, the red to green workshop, Stephen, will be recorded. Okay. The red to green workshop will be recorded. It will be available for TTG members. It'll be on your dashboard in the video library. All of our videos are recorded, or I should say, like, all of our workshops, our webinars, all of our live events that we host with all of our members, they are always recorded, and then they are uploaded in our video library after the fact. We have our video library has over 100 hours of additional video content. That's not including the courses. The courses are their own content, their own video content and text. That's the courses. But we have a video library where we record all of these workshops and webinars and live events, and the Red to Green workshop is no different. It'll be uploaded in the video library. Okay. So like I said, guys, listen, for those of you that are brand new, there's no reason why you guys can't be a part of this. We do have a 7-day trial. If you guys are brand new, you want to try us out for a couple of days, see if THD is right for you. It gets you access to our member dashboard for 7 days. You can see the resources and tools available as a full-time trader, or as a full-time member, I should say. And you guys will also get 3 days in our live trading chat room. And you also get 3 sample courses that are included in your trial membership for just $3. Okay, that's it. It's a one-time payment of $3. Okay, it's a one-time payment of $3. That's it. There's no auto renew. There's no reoccurring payment. There's no automatic upgrade. It's a one-time payment of $3, guys. That's less than a cup of coffee. There is absolutely no reason why you guys can't join the team for that trial and see if TTG is right for you. All right. For that, go to ttgthree.com. Again, that is ttgthree.com if you guys want to join that 7-day trial. Okay. So guys, I'm going to start things off with a quick Q&A session. All right. With a real quick Q&A session. And then I want to get to my guest that I have joining me here tonight. Okay. So we're going to give some time for people to log on to the stream. I'll take maybe, I don't know, like literally like 2 or 3 questions. I'll take maybe 10 minutes or so. So you guys can go ahead, fire away, ask me questions. And while I give some time for people to log on to join us on the stream, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive in. I'm going to bring on my guest, and then we are going to get into my trade of the day, which was that TLRY short. Jonathan Delude says, the courses Mike built gave me the tools I needed to confidently trade stress-free. I took my trading to educated decision with size, and I'm absolutely crushing because of it. Wolf's calls are also money. Hell yeah, Jonathan. Beautiful, man. Hell yeah. Why did all these weed stocks crash today? Good question. Why did they rally yesterday is the question that I'm going to throw right back at you. Why'd they rally yesterday? Right? Why did TLRY go from 30 to 75 yesterday? So if you're going to ask why did it go from 65 to 30, well, why did it go from 30 to 65? These Canadian cannabis stocks had absolutely no business being at where they were trading yesterday. Had absolutely no business being there. They became the target of the Reddit group, Wall Street Bets, Twitter, Discord, Stock Twits, social media in general just went after these cannabis stocks. They had no business making the moves that they made. TLRY, 22% of its float was short, and rightfully so. They should be short because there's an arbitrage between the price of TLRY and Afria, which they're doing a merger. So either, the Wolf went over this last night, either Afria's got to come up or TLRY has to come down. And obviously you guys saw that TLRY came down, but that selling pressure brought the entire industry down. The entire marijuana sector brought the entire sector down. Not only just the Canadian names, but also the US names. Every cannabis company got smacked today after gapping up huge on the day, and they all just got pummeled. Well, TLRY didn't gap up. TLRY actually ended up gapping down, but pre-market or in the early morning session, TLRY was all the way up at like 75. By the time we opened up, TLRY had fallen back into the 50s, and I shorted it in the 48s, and we rolled that thing down all day down to 32 at the end of the day, right before the close. So, for those of you that are asking, like, why did they crash today? My question to you is why they rally yesterday. And the point is the reason's basically the same, for no reason at all. Those stocks had no business being where they were. There's a lot of hype in the industry in general. There's been a lot of, the US names have made massive moves since the summer. All the cannabis stocks have made massive moves, really, but since the summer. It's not just something that has happened over the last 2 days. It's been going on for the last couple of months. They've had huge moves, and we've been long these cannabis stocks in True Group since the summer. The Wolf, who was my guest yesterday, Jason Spadafora, Wolf of Wheat Street, nobody knows the cannabis sector better than him. And he has been absolutely decimating this entire sector, buying dips, selling rips. It's kind of crazy. And I know he was very busy today buying the dip today. He bought the sell-off today in a lot of the U.S. names, not the Canadian names. He didn't buy any Canadian names. I didn't buy any Canadian names. I shorted the Canadian names. But there was a lot of buying going on in the group today as Curaleaf, Green Thumb, Cresco Labs, MSOS. What MSOS is the ETF that tracks the multi-state operators in the United States. And that's where we think the opportunity lies, not necessarily for the long term, not in the Canadian stocks. But like I said, go back and rewatch our live stream from last night, because we talked in great detail last night about the state of the cannabis industry, and what we thought where opportunity lies. And yesterday I told you guys to trade the Canadian stocks, do not hold them. And if you're holding those Canadian stocks, you got destroyed today. TLRY fell 50%. I mean, you got destroyed today if you're just holding on to those stocks. And that's why I always tell people not to chase momentum, and be smart about it. And this move was not sustainable, and they just fell apart today. And we jumped on it, and I rode that thing down. Is there any particular reason why you do not support the Canadian stocks, Mike? Yeah, because they're terribly run companies. They're not profitable. Their financings have been horrendous. Their money management has been horrendous. They have not met any of the marks and the guidance that they have set forth when they first entered the market. They have missed deadline after deadline to be profitable. I think Cannabis Growth, just on their earnings last night, said they're going to be profitable in like 2021 or whatever, but they said the same thing in 2018, and it wasn't true. The entire Canadian marijuana sector is a mess. There's a bottleneck between supply and demand. There's not enough dispensaries to handle the demand, and the infrastructure in the Canadian market is terrible. Canada had the opportunity to really set the precedent and be like be at the forefront of the global cannabis industry boom, really. And they dropped the ball. They dropped the ball big time. They had like first mover advantage, and they dropped the ball big time. Now you have these US companies where it's still federally illegal, but they're doing $100 million more in revenue than the Canadian companies. You're talking about total addressable market. The United States has 320 million people. Canada has like 34 million or something like that. I don't know if this stat is still true. It was as of like a year and a half or 2 years ago, but there are more licensed medical marijuana users in LA County than in the entire country of Canada. I don't know if that stat is still true. It was true as of like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. That could have changed by now. But just to give you an idea of total addressable market. Now, as things open up, you're going to get some penetration from the Canadian companies, and they'll be able to come into the US, and you might see partnerships, you might see acquisitions, you might see other means of joint ventures, and to have some of these Canadian companies take part in the US market. But these US operators already have cemented their flag. Like, it's not like Curaleaf, Green Thumb, Trulieve, all these companies already have a serious footprint in the United States, and they're all doing more revenue than Canopy, Tilray, Aurora, Organigram. These US companies are blowing their revenue numbers out of the water. So, when you say like, why is it that I don't support the Canadian cannabis stocks? That's the reason why. That is the reason why. And I think that the US companies are far better managed. The debt situation that you have in Canada, I think, is really bad too. And the companies just have not been able to perform. So, the whole sector, obviously there's a lot of hype behind the whole sector, but I think in the long run, when you guys look 5 years, 7 years from now, it's going to be the US companies that are going to be the winners. All right, let's see. Next question. Yeah, they're not even on them. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Honestly, this is another big reason too. Thank you for bringing that up. 2% a day. Another reason why I love the U.S. companies, guys. They're not even listed on a major exchange yet. Robinhood can't buy the U.S. companies because they're listed on the OTC. Okay, so anyone with a Robinhood account literally can't buy a U.S. marijuana company. And the U.S. marijuana companies are still on the OTC because it's still federally illegal here. But when they are able to uplist on the New York Stock Exchange, they're going to go nuts. All your Robinhooders are going to be able to buy them. Your hedge funds are going to be able to. Guys, when I used to work at the fund, I was not allowed to buy an OTC stock. You have a lot of funds and money managers out there that they might want exposure to the cannabis market, but they can't buy Curaleaf. They can't buy Green Thumb. They can't buy True Leaf. They can't buy TerraSend, Cresco Labs, Harvest. They can't buy those companies. So what do? They go and they buy Tilray and Canopy Growth. But when they can buy those companies, why would you buy Canopy Growth trading at like a 22 times multiple, 21 time multiple, when you can buy Curaleaf that's trading at a 6-time multiple and has $100 million more in revenue? Right? What stock would you want to own? What stock would you want to buy? Not to mention that because of the banking regulations and everything against cannabis, because it's still federally illegal, they can't write off their taxes like a traditional business can. So I think it was, I forgot what, was it Curaleaf or was it Green Thumb? It was a Curaleaf or Green Thumb. I gotta check with the Wolf. But if they were able to do their taxes and write off expenses like they were able to, like a regular business, like if you owned a gym or a bakery or a mechanic shop and you were able to write off things in a certain way to do your taxes, it would add an extra $40 million in revenue to the company. So if you get a Safe Banking Act passed for the cannabis sector, automatically you're adding revenue to those companies that they're paying in taxes now. Okay, but that's going to go right into their earnings, right into earnings. It is pure profit. It's like, okay, instead of paying $70 million in taxes, now all of a sudden the company's going to pay $35 million in taxes. There's just so many more catalysts that just feeds right into the potential that is there in the U.S. sector. And it's coming. It's just a matter of when. When are these companies able to uplist? When is there a Safe Banking Act? When is it federally no longer illegal to be, touching the marijuana plant? That is going to happen sooner or later, and these U.S. companies are going to benefit the most. All right. All right, guys. So that just about does it for our Q&A. All right. That just about does it for our Q&A. So with that being said, it's time for me to bring on my guest. All right, guys. I'm really excited to bring this guest on for you guys here today. Like I said, just an amazing story and an amazing person, honestly, just a heart of pure gold. Like I said, yesterday I had a red day yesterday and I was kind of bummed out about it. And, she took the time to put together an email and she sent me an email. And when I read it, not only was I, just like grateful for the email to kind of like lift up my spirits from having the red day, but just the whole story that she told me was just incredible. And I just knew right then and there, I'm like, you've got it. You've got to come on the live stream. You've got to come on live. The other people need to hear this. So right now, guys, I want to bring on my guest. She joined True Trading Group at the beginning of December last year. So December 2020, she joined the beginning of December and is on an absolute tear. Okay. She's on an absolute tear, not only doing well for herself, but also for her family and for her community. So guys, give a big warm welcome to TTG member. Guys, everyone give a big TTG Ayo to Flavia. Flavia, hello. How are you? Ayo!
Brazil in the house. Hello.
Yes, yes.
So Mike, I don't know how you do this. It's just nerve-wracking. I'm like sweating here. I'm like, oh my God, this is just
You're fine. You're doing great. You're doing great. Don't be nervous. we've got all the TTG fam is here with us. The TTG fam is supporting us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We've got it. We've got our team here. Well, Flavia, listen. First, I really want to thank you personally for sending me the email yesterday. I opened it up. It was like late at night. You know, I was done with the stream, and I was like, I'm looking over some charts. I'm still sitting at my desk, and I open up my email, and I'm like, and I read it, and I can't even, like, the feeling that I'm just like, wow. Like, I was just so taken back. I'm like, this was so awesome. It was so amazing. You know, to have gotten it, and then to have read it, it really lifted up my spirit. So I really want to let you know that it really meant a lot to me.
I'm so happy that I reached my goal. I have like this thing in my life that every day I need to touch someone. You know, I need to like do like a random act of kindness. Like either like opening somebody's door, complimenting somebody's shirt, you know, like just like playing with a puppy. And I could tell yesterday you're just like really upset. And you know, I was really upset how people are bashing you on our chat. You know, like people don't know how to lose. You know, when we win, everybody's happy, but when we lose, you know, and as you said, you are a human being, nobody's perfect, you know, and things they went south yesterday. So I could tell that you're like really upset. And you know, and I realized like the responsibility that you carry, you know, for our success and our fail. We're like following your lead, you know, and I can only imagine like, you know, losing, and know that a lot of people are losing because they're following your lead. So I thought, you know what, I want to Mike know that, you know, you can see the glass half empty or half full. You know, and I decided to send you that email, and I'm just going to talk about the email a little bit later, to sum up everything. But I'm not sure where you wanted me to begin the live. You tell me.
Well, yeah, here, I've got a couple questions for you, and I think I will, you know, first I will, you know, let's go into this, because I know you have a successful business, right? But as you shared with me in your email, your industry got destroyed by COVID. So tell us a little about what you do, and how the pandemic affected your business, because I think there's a lot of people on the live stream, obviously, that really could relate to kind of COVID destroying their either business or their job, or so maybe just tell us a little bit about that.
So I am a wedding planner. I have like I have my business now for 10 years here in LA. And I am a wedding planner, event designer, and event planner. And until last year, I was running like a very successful business. I was like on the top of my career, and then COVID happened, and it not only happened to me, but it happened to my entire industry. I am a former hotelier, and it was heartbreaking for me to see a lot of my friends losing their jobs, a lot of my vendors, my florists, like rentals, struggling with all the events canceling. Our industry, my industry, is ruined. You know, we don't know what's going to happen, especially here in LA. We cannot host parties; is illegal. So we're not sure what's going to happen in the near future. Do you want me to keep moving on?
Well, yeah, I think that's, you know, like it's something that a lot of people have dealt with, you know, during COVID, and I think it's actually, you know, kind of what has drawn a lot of people into the markets and into trading to kind of find a way to like supplement their income. But like, what led you to True Trading Group? Like, how'd you find TTG? What led you here? Like, what made you decide to join the group?
So, after like months of panic attacks and anxiety, I I'm very fortunate. My husband provides for us, but I have a lot of people that they depend on me. You know, especially my family in Brazil. I have a lot of people that I support.
If you,
Last
Flavia,
year,
I'm sorry, Flavia. You can just try moving a little closer to the iPad, or just speak up a little bit. There's some people said they're just having a hard time hearing you.
okay, it's better now. Maybe it's the volume for the new iPad, people. So hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Can you hear me better?
Yep, I can hear. Yeah, just try to speak. Just try to speak a little loudly when you're talking. That's all.
Okay.
It's better now. Thank you.
So, as I said, like although I'm very fortunate that my husband can provide for me and my kids, I do have my family that I support. You know, and I have a lot of people that depend on me. Last year, my niece came from Brazil to start college here because my dream was to be a doctor. And I was never able to do this because my parents couldn't afford to pay my university. And she wants to be a biotech engineer. And I want to give her that opportunity. So until last year, I could pay for her international tuition. And here I am with her here and no money. So I went through a lot of anxiety figuring out what to do. Funny story. My husband has like few business, but like his primary, he started as a trader. So he's a professional trader. He
Oh
has been
wow.
doing this for 15 years. And I've been watching him trading, you know, for a while. But at the same time, he's very intimidated. Like back then, he had like 7 screens in his office. You know, I look in his office and there's like so many charts and numbers, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like intimidating.
Yep.
And I had like some money saved, and I decided to get the money and start investing. Had no idea what I was doing, just common sense. I'm like, airlines are down, I'm gonna buy some airlines. Some things I was successful, others I wasn't. um, I start coming to his office to ask for advice. You know, come with my laptop like at 6 in the morning, and I'm like, do I get in? Do I get in? And like on the third day, he looked at me like, get out of here. Just get out of here. You know, I don't want to hear you. You don't know what you're doing. Just get out of here. So I decided, I'm like, you know what? I can learn, I can do it. And I start like researching on YouTube. Thank God for Google, YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Back
Right.
then, there's no Google and YouTube. So I came across some videos, and I stumble upon your channel. And I watched a few times, and your passion, you know, like I love people that are passionate, and you're very passionate about what you do. Your passion, your enthusiasm, what you're saying, you know, like your honesty. Like, you know, I think I watched one of your episodes one day that you lost, two that you're upset, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try this thing. I started my trial on the GLSI day.
Ah, yes. Wow. What a day to pick. What a day.
Yes, which is just a very funny story. So I choose, so my first day, freaking out. I had Jason, the professor, I have you guys, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I'm like, what is going on here? I have no idea what's going on. There's too much information. So I decided, like any stupid person that decided to start without taking the courses, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna follow Mike's lead on this, because until that point, I never trade a volatile stock. It was just like my little things. So then I get into tradings. It is just a disaster. I see my money going like up and down, up and down. I'm just like losing money. And I'm like, you know what? I cannot deal with this. And I forgot I had bought GLSI. So I look at my niece and I'm like, you know what? Let's go out. I need to take a breathe. I lost a lot of money. So then I look at my phone and I look at, I'm like, $6,000. And I'm like, what's going on? I call my husband, I'm like, I couldn't feel my legs. I'm like, babe, I made $6,000. And, he's just looking on his computer and he goes like, get out, get out.
Get out, sell it, sell it.
And I'm like, I didn't even know how to use the app on my phone. And I'm like, get out from me. I don't know how to get out. So that was my first day,
Oh my God.
with TTG. And then since then, you guys are just part of my life. There's so much that I want to cover. Here in California, I need to wake up 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I have 4 kids. And I have 4 kids. I run my business. I volunteer at my kids' school. I volunteer for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Wow.
So I have a full life. So in the morning, I'm just like sometimes making kids breakfast and you're talking on the back. And like my 5-year-old, I'm like, Mom, who is this guy? And I'm like, it's mama's class. Don't worry about. And randomly they ask me like, Mom, did you have a test today? Did you pass it? What happened with your class? So it is definitely a struggle, to juggle and manage everything. But I have you guys like basically live all day.
Awesome.
Do you want me to keep going, or you want to ask
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. No. Well, what did you start with? What did you start with, and where are you at now since you joined in December?
I started with $15,000. Okay. Um, Today, as of today, I have on my account $93,000.
What? From 15,000 to 93?
Yes,
That is incredible.
and like it means a lot that my husband is so proud of me. He goes like, this is unheard of, especially with the crazy life I have. And like I lost a lot of money. I made a lot of money. One of my hardest weeks was GME.
Mm-hmm.
I made almost $5,000 with 30 shares only. I remember I was the rare days I went go to the gym. I was at the gym and the Wi-Fi didn't work, and I keep seeing like the stock dropping. I'm just running around the pool, and my niece are like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I need Wi-Fi. I need to get out of this.
I need Wi-Fi."
It's crazy." She's like nuts. So the first day I got so confident. I'm like, I can do this. I know how to play the stock. Second day, lost $7,000 with 30 shares. Okay.
Oh my God.
Third day, I'm like, you can do it. Focus. Equal FOMO. Poor FOMO. Because you hear everybody talking about, got in, lost $8,000. So I came up with a great idea to deal with my FOMO. I decided I bought only one share of Jimmy. And I'm like, you know what? I'm part of the game. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and with like the volatile stocks, I decided to do that instead of buying like 500 shares or like 5,000 shares. Sometimes I buy 5. So I can take like my first profit, I take like the bulk of my profit and the end. So I don't hurt myself too much because I'm still learning and I'm still like nervous about getting on those plays.
Yeah.
So that was the way I find out to cope with my FOMO, because I think when you're a new trader, and I think even when you're a trader, it is hard for you to see like everybody making money and you're like lost. You're just like lost in the play and you're like, damn it. But when you see that red candle coming down, you feel so good. You're like, I'm glad I didn't get in.
Right.
So FOMO is definitely a new trader biggest challenge.
Yeah.
And I'm just like really learning to cope with. From you, like you teach us so much, especially on GameStop. You kept telling us, guys, don't get it. You're gonna get hurt. This thing's gonna go down. And I remember sending you a message saying, Mike, thanks for saving me $10,000 today. because it's not only about what you win, it's all
Right.
about all what you prevent losing.
Yep.
And was that day that the stock kept going down, and because of you in my ear, don't, you're gonna lose, you're gonna get hurt. I didn't, and I saved so much money.
Good.
So
I'm glad.
I appreciated that aspect too.
I'm really glad.
um Go ahead.
I'm really glad. No, that's awesome. I'm the FOMO. I mean, I got to tell you, Flavia, for being as new of a trader as you are, to have that discipline and to have that self-awareness to say like, okay, like, FOMO, it's one of the biggest problems and one of the biggest things that new traders struggle with, and to actually resist it. Obviously, like, you got stung once or twice, like kind of falling victim to the FOMO, but it is, it's, I'm sorry, hold on one second. Hold on one second, Flavia. Okay. Sorry. I was just reading something that just came through to me. But, to have the self-awareness and the discipline to actually stay away from that is something, especially a stock like GameStop, because I've never seen before a stock like GameStop where literally every single person everywhere is talking about that stock. Everybody on social media, every news outlet, everywhere you looked, you saw GameStop. You look on Instagram, people are posting memes about GameStop. You turn on Saturday Night Live, they're talking about GameStop. You look at Twitter, you look at Facebook, you look at on CNBC, you look on Fox, you look on CNN, you look at just GameStop, GameStop, GameStop. And to be able to resist that is actually very impressive and a lot of discipline. So I commend you for that. What I want to say real quick, like everyone that's on this live stream right now, everybody listen up, because if you guys think like this story is just about like, oh, great, Mike brought somebody on to talk about how much money that she made. If that's what you think this story is about, you're wrong. Now, yes, she's done an amazing job turning 15 grand into 94, you said? 94,000 in just a couple months. Just joined in the beginning of December and is now already up to $94,000. We're just at February 11th, but that's not what this story is about. That's not the main reason why I wanted to bring Flavia on for you guys here today. There's a lot more to this story. So, Flavia, if you can, talk to us about what you've done so far with your success, because what you shared with me last night literally left me floored. I was like jaw on my desk. We talk a lot about goals on the live stream here. And I always like ask people like, what are their goals every night with wanting to be a trader? But the goals that you have been able to achieve need to be shared and people need to hear it. So if you can just kind of share with the group.
Yes. So what I wrote on my mail to Mike was that, the way I found to lift him up is to say that because of him, I'm able to pay for my niece's school. That I wouldn't be able. She would go back to Brazil and her dream would be ruined, just like my dream. My nephew just find out that he has a brain tumor, and I'm going to be able to provide for him. I'm going to be able to get on a plane and be with him during his surgery. My little puppy got really sick, and I'm stuck as of today with a $4,000 pet ER bill, and I can save her life, and I have this personal goal that for every $10,000 that I make, I get a small portion and I donate. I have one of my vendors that is a good friend of mine that he goes to Tijuana, and he knows like poor villages there, and I buy tons of stuff and I give it to him to send to those kids and those the families in need. And when I get the pictures, of like the kids like um happy with their soccer cleats, happy with their like school supplies, it caused such impact in my life. My dream is to have my own foundation, and hopefully one day I will have it. And I just told him, like, this is all because of you. It is like all because of TTG. It's and I think the message that I want to pass here is, I am a planner. I'm terrible with math. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And I'm here also to empower women, because it's intimidating. It is like a arena with like so many guys and men, and here it is like a right brain person watching tons of YouTube videos, learning from zero. And so far I've been successful. So anyone can do it. You don't need to have a lot of money. I think the most important thing is to trust yourself.
Yeah.
That's the first step. If you trust yourself, you can go so far in life. And I did trust myself. And with the trust I have, and with like having like, I think TTG gives me the comfort to see that Mike loses on his trades. That we have like our chat, that the trades that sometimes I lost, other people lose too. It's like almost like um, a support group that you have. And we have fun. The wolf, oh my God, he comes up with like the most crazy analogies and jokes. Adam in the afternoon, like, I don't know if you heard like the wolf one day saying, like, I don't know which stock. He goes like, listen guys, um let me tell you what happened with stock. She was drunk, got out of the party. Yeah, got out of the party, thought she was okay to drive, drove a little bit, got out of the car and throw up. And I'm like, how does Jason come up with stuff like that? I just love him. Like the patience that Jason has with us in the morning, like the professor, he's a true professor. We don't give him enough credit.
Yeah.
Like he has so much patience with all the new members, explaining every stock, going, it is just not you. And like, you guys gave me the confidence that I need, and to say, what, to believe yourself, you're not together. And especially with COVID, you feel like you do have a family, that you're
Yeah.
connecting with people. So I think this is really the message that I want to leave here.
Awesome. Flavia, thank you so much. That is, I need to, like, the fact that I'm able to, like, I just thank you again so much for telling me and sharing your story with me, because like, for me to be able to sit there and say, okay, to know that something that me and Adam have, and the rest of the TG family have created and put together, and the community and the education and everything that we're providing to our members, to know that not only we're able to positively impact your life, but to know that that is now having positive impact on other people's lives, to know that I'm a part of that. It's such an incredible feeling. Like, okay, you're able to pay for your nephew's brain tumor surgery in Brazil, pay for your niece's international college tuition here in the US, pay for your little puppy's emergency room bill, and send donations to villages in Tijuana. That is, when I read that, I was just like, first of all, I'm like, this woman's amazing. I'm like, I'm honored to meet you, and honestly, like, so happy to, because and let me tell you this, the day you start your foundation, you let me know, because I will be the very first person to donate to your foundation. I will be the very first person. This day you start your foundation, the day you achieve that goal, and I'm confident you will achieve that goal, I want to be the very first person to donate to that foundation.
And one last thing, I don't want to cry.
It's okay. Take your time. It's okay.
I was one of those kids. I had nothing. I started working really young to pay for my books because my dad and mom couldn't provide. My mom sometimes didn't eat at work, so she could bring food home. And I came so far in my life, because I believe myself, and believe in yourself, like, is like it's such a powerful thing, and I have a good life, but it's not because of my husband. I learned English on my own, and I moved here, so I accomplished so much just because I believe myself. And if you believe yourself, you can go far in life.
That's amazing. You should be so proud of yourself. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. I just I have so many emotions right now that I'm feeling too. You're not the only one right now. I'll tell you that. I just feel I feel blessed. I think is maybe one of the best words that I could use to describe kind of my emotions. And I'm so damn proud of you. I mean, to have come as far as you have, not only just with True Trading Group and starting off with where you were and getting to where you are now, but like with just knowing your story and how far that you've come and the life that you've built and now the things that you're doing to uplift other people's lives. We need a lot more people like you in this world, and that is the truth.
I think we all can do it. If we all do a little bit, this world would be such a, if people just like just one little thing, just give someone a compliment. I'm so, I was at the hospital yesterday writing you that email because I felt you need that. And look, like little gestures, they can go so far in life. You don't need to have money, and it touched me so much that, you appreciate what I wrote. Because I wrote from my heart.
It completely changed my entire entire vibe and attitude and my energy. It completely changed everything when I read your email. It changed. I felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders almost, and I was like, it just kind of picked me up off the floor and was like, I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to go back at it. And look what happened today.
Let's go.
So I can't help but think that your email had a lot to do with that. So again, and look, and now here we are sharing your story with all these other people that are hopefully inspired to do something that they can touch somebody else's life. And then, and you never know where one good deed, you never know where it ends, Like you never know, one good deed triggers another, and you never know the impact that it actually has. So,
and I'm like so tired. You can see my chest. I'm like all red. I'm just like sweating. But I feel like I need to share my story and look at people and say, you can do it. Believe yourself.
Beautiful.
If you believe yourself, you can go so far in life.
Beautiful. Fabia, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. And I will see you in chat tomorrow. Thank you so much. Everybody, give a huge, huge, huge thank you, please, to Flavia. She did such an amazing. You did great. I know you were nervous. You did fantastic. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good night. Oh, man, guys. I love what I do. I love what I do. I'll put this up against anybody else to tell me that they love what they do more. We've had a couple of live streams now where we've had, I bring some THD members on to share their stories, and it's important. It's really important for you guys to hear the stories of other members, because everybody has their own stuff. Like everybody has their own struggles. Everybody has their own things that impact their lives. Everybody has their own doubts. Everybody is in their own financial situations. Everybody has their own, everyone's journey is different. That's why I hate so much when traders compare themselves to others. When traders compare themselves to other traders, it's why, everybody has their own journey. And it's, when I hear these stories, it just reminds me that, how lucky I am to do what I do, and to know that I'm able to positively impact people's lives like this. There's nothing else that I'd rather be doing. And I'm truly lucky. And now you guys realize why I say, when we have someone that joins True Trading Group, now you guys understand why I say, welcome to the family. I don't say, oh, cool, I've got a new student. No, it's welcome to the family. And you guys you're seeing why firsthand. And so just again, another huge thank you to Flavia for coming on and sharing her story. I was so inspired by her story, and hopefully inspired by her story. Hopefully you're inspired to go out and, to do a nice deed, to, pass it on. And for anyone out there that's watching this live that thinks that they can't do it, or their life is too busy, or they've had it too hard, or they're unhappy with where they are, hopefully you're inspired and motivated to take the next steps that you have to take in order to change the course of the direction of your life, because your life's not going to change by you just sitting in your chair doing nothing. You've already taken the first step, and that's being on this live stream right now. The question is, are you going to take the second step? So I want to give a huge, huge thank you to Flavia for joining me here tonight. Absolutely incredible. All right. Absolutely incredible. So what I want to do here now, guys, let me see. What I want to do now is I want to get into my trade now from the day. Okay. So now we got the emotional. I'm happy I didn't cry. I told myself I wasn't going to cry. The last time we had a guest on with a really, really emotional story, I couldn't help it. I cried. But we all cried. Adam cried. The Wolf cried. We all cried. Many of you cried. If you were on my live stream with Chris, I know a lot of you cried because you told me you cried. So don't be tough. Don't play tough. All right. So what I want to do now, guys, is I want to get into my trade of the day, and that's TLRY. This was my big win on the day. And what I'm going to do now, let me just share my screen with you guys. And we're going to get into some of the technical lessons now from the day. Guys, go ahead and smash that like button. How in the world do we not have 500 likes on this video right now? I want, before I get into the lessons from the day on TLRY, I want 500 likes right now on this video. Guys, if you appreciate Flavia's story, if you think Flavia is an amazing human being, smash that like button right now. You guys want to see the trade recap from the TLRY short, the lessons, the technical lessons that I used to implement on that, to capitalize and to hit that trade. I want you guys to smash that like button right now. I want to see 500 likes. We're at 480. Well, we are 484. I need 16 more, guys. Who's it going to be? 488. Just a couple more, guys. Couple more. Let's go. I want to see 500 likes on this video. 495. A couple more to go. 3 more. Hit it. There it is, 502. Thank you, guys. I appreciate every single one of you that are on this live right now, guys. Thank you for getting that 500 likes. Turn that thumb blue. Let's get to the charts. Let's go to TLRY. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the daily chart here first so we can talk about what the hell has been going on with these cannabis stocks. And you'll see these last 3 days, the last 2 days, these stocks have gone nuts. Okay. TLRY absolutely exploded. Okay. Absolutely exploded. Now, is this move warranted? Of course not. What? Wall Street Bets started focusing on the cannabis sector. Millions of people on the Wall Street Bets community it flows over into Twitter, flows over into Stock Twits, flows over into Discord. And all of a sudden you get this mad dash of retail buying into Tilray, Canopy, Kronos, Aurora, Organigram, okay? All of your lower quality cannabis companies compared to the companies in the United States. The Wolf and I were on a live stream last night specifically talking to you about this sector. We specifically said, and seriously guys, go back and watch it from last night. The Wolf literally said that Tilray was going to drop $30. Tilray is down $32 a share right now. The stock is down 50% in a single day. It is the worst day that Tilray has ever had since it has gone public. An absolute massacre. Now, what did it for me? We actually traded higher yesterday after hours. We closed at $64 on Tilray, but after hours, Tilray pushed all the way to 75. When we opened in the pre-market session, Tilray was at $75, guys. We had a big gap up today. Tilray was all the way up here. And in the pre-market session, Tilray starts to sell off and starts to sell off some more until it actually goes below yesterday's close and sells more. And I'm saying to myself, whoa. And now I'm saying, guys, we actually just went from a huge gap up to a huge gap down on Tilray. This thing may get crushed. Okay. I came into the day today, pre-market, and I had some levels that I wanted to draw out for everybody. And the levels that we drew out on Tilray were yesterday's close and then the prior day's high. Now, you have a little bit of a spread in here. They don't match up perfectly, but the stock is extremely volatile. Okay. The prices don't match up. You probably have about a $4 spread mixed in here, but that's how volatile Tilray is. Okay. And right out of the gate on the gap down, Tilray drops. Now, I said to people in chat today, right? And if you guys caught my live yesterday, just to recap, okay, before I get into this Tilray trade, just to recap yesterday, I was on a huge win streak. Yesterday, that win streak came to an end and I got beaten up. Okay. And today I just wanted to be green. I wasn't trying to make back everything that I lost yesterday. I just wanted to be green. And I wanted to stay focused. I didn't want to get overwhelmed. I didn't want to try to do too much. I really wanted to laser in, dive into the matrix and get focused. And that's exactly what we did in Tilray. This is the only stock I traded today. It was the only stock that I traded today. Okay. I wasn't distracted by anything else. I wasn't focusing on any other trades. I was only focusing on Tilray. And what happens right off the opening? We gap down and we drop. Where do we drop to? Look at the line I have drawn on my screen. That prior day's low and the day before that, by the day, that's a support level. You look back, we zoom in. There you have it. There's your support right off that open. Okay, right off that open. So now what I'm starting to say to myself here now is there's our first bounce. Let me zoom in so you guys can see this more clearly. Okay, I go, there's our first bounce. Okay, the bounce was on low volume. Okay, lower volume. Now, in comparison, if Tilray had made this candle right here is the candle I'm talking about, because that was your bounce off of this support level, right? That's your bounce off of the support level. If the volume looked like this, okay, if the volume looks like this, I probably don't make that trade. But the volume was low on that bounce, not aggressive. And when we did bounce, I drew my Fibonacci retracement levels out from prior day's close to the current low of the day. And what you will notice is that we have resistance right at the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. Okay. Right at the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. So now as I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, okay, we've got resistance here at the 38.2 Fib. We've got that support, which is at the prior day's high. The prior day's low. And then my trade line starts to come into play. The trade line is this teal line you see drawn on my screen. It's the 9 exponential moving average. Okay, it's the 9 exponential moving average. Okay, and what I did here was I drew a little uptrend line across these lows. I'm going to delete the Fibonacci levels just to clean up the chart. Okay, but you guys see the 38.2 Fibonacci right there at that pivot little top right there of the stock bounce back. I'm going to delete it now. Okay, I start to say to myself is we have a big bear flag. This is a bear flag. Okay, this is a bear flag. Here's your flagpole. Okay, because include the gap. There's your flagpole. Here's your little flag, and then we broke out of it. Once we broke down out of that flag, okay, and then we actually started to get an increase in volume. Volume starts actually going up instead of scaling down, is when I went ahead and I shorted TLRY. Okay, this is when I went ahead and shorted TLRY. All right, so let me delete these lines as it cleans up for you guys so you can see things a little more clearly. Right there is my short on TLRY. I'll give you the exact timestamp. I was able to get a borrow. Guys, I took a borrow from Lightspeed. I borrowed 4,000 shares from Lightspeed. It cost me 11 cents a share. Okay, it cost me 11 cents a share on the borrow from Lightspeed. I know there was a couple people that said they were not able to short TLRY with. I got messages from people from TD Ameritrade said they were not able to short TLRY on TD Ameritrade. I was able to get the borrow with Lightspeed for 11 cents a share. Okay. Okay, so the actual entry point, guys, at 9:48 a.m., I'm short TLRY at 48.25. Okay, so right there, I'm short at 48.25, and we just drop down and we make a new low of the day right out of what was that little bit of a flag pattern, and I took a piece of profit off the table at 45.11. Okay, at 45.11, I took a piece of profit off the table there at the low of the day. Okay, but now we're sitting here trying to get back above this previous low. So again, remember, that's yesterday's low, right? There's yesterday's low. Okay, there's yesterday's low. As I zoom this in, you guys can see here that initially held support on the drop. Okay, that initially held support. So once we broke beneath it, we tried to get back above, couldn't, rolled. Right there, we couldn't, and then we rolled right over. And that now at that point, now it's money now at this point. Okay, so there's the entry. There's that first take profit, 5.11. Now I'll go over, I took more profit off at 42.31. Right there, I took more profit at 42.31. And then we added back. Okay, they add back to my position. So now I've covered the bulk, I'm still short some. Okay, and now what you notice is we bounce back up to this level again. Look, now I want to make something very clear to you. What else is here? What else do you guys see there? Now, as I redraw my Fibonacci retracement level, now down to the new low of the day. There's the new low of the day. So you have to readjust your Fibonacci levels down. What you will now start to notice is that initial support level in the morning, okay, which is also the same support level from yesterday's low. After we broke beneath it, it became resistance. We extended to the downside. Then we start to bounce back. But now that initial morning low, which lines up with yesterday's low, now lines up with VWAP, which is this orange line on my screen, your volume weighted average price, which also now lines up with the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. So now I've got multiple support indicators. I've got my VWAP, I've got my 23.6 Fib level, I've got the initial morning low, and I have the prior day's low. All of those indicators are converging at the same price point. And once we moved our way back up to test that level and we got denied, I added back to my position. Okay. I add back to my position at 11:09, right there. Okay. I add back to get into a full size position. Okay. So now I'm back into my full size position because again, I've taken bulk profit off the table. There's my first entry. Take profit, take profit. We got denied. I add back position and then we roll over again and we make another new low and we continue to drift our way lower. And I just keep taking profits off the table at $40.73. I take a piece of profit off the table. Let me see here. I'm sorry, guys. Let me go back. That's actually here. The first ad was right here. There was the ad. I'm sorry, at 11:04. What's the timestamp? 11:09. Right there. Where are we at? Yep, right there. Okay, so there's that ad back. And then I came in here and I took a piece of profit off right as we got to the new low of the day, which is 40.73. And then it looked like we were holding. Okay, it looked like we were going to hold this and bounce back. And I just exited the right position. I didn't want to give back too many of my profits and everything. So I actually ended up getting flat there at 42.22. Okay, 42.22. And I shorted it right back. I shorted it back. I covered it at 11:16 a.m. and I re-shorted it at 11:22 at $40.78. Okay, so I'm right back in this thing short. As soon as we got rejected up there, I'm right back in it short. And then we dropped through the low of the day. And now we just start taking more profits off the table. 39.50, then 38.20. Let me move this over. Then 38.20. And now we just continue to drop. And guys, I just start peeling profits off the table as we continue lower. Then at 11.51, another take profit comes off the table. And I'm holding and holding, and we make another new low. This thing just kept falling apart, guys. It was nuts. 11:48 a.m., 36.55. Again, right here. 36.55. Yeah, let's go. Give me all my timestamps, guys, because then I added back again. Okay, so now, again, I'm down to a small size position. Okay, so I shorted it, took profit, added, took profit, added, got back in, took profit, and then I added back to this position again later in the day. So now here we go later in the day, and now notice the prior low. So here's your prior low, right? There's your prior low. Now notice that prior low, now that becomes an area of support. That becomes now an area of support. Look. So this previous low of the day is now an area of resistance. Okay, that previous low, I'm going to delete the Fibonacci's just so to clean it up for you guys. So you see how that prior low is now resistance again? So once I saw that we were resistance there again, guys, I go back and I add back to this position once again. I am short, adding back to a full-size position at 35.07. Right, where are we? What time? What's the timestamp? 2:49. Yep, right there. So there I add back at 35.07, and then we continue to fall into the close. And again, guys, just taking profit off the table, covered at 33.60, then covered at 32.47, and then I held on to a piece after hours, and I got flat at 33.95 in the after hours session right there. And we're still sitting here at 32. This was my TLRY trade today. Was absolutely insane. So let's go back over this. Initial short entry, take profit, added back, take profit, got flat. Entered short again, took profit. We had resistance at that low. I added back, took some profit, final take profit. And not only did I just have a green day today, which was my goal coming into the day, but I made back what I lost yesterday. Does anybody have any questions on this TLRY trade specifically? Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, you guys are still holding some. So yeah, some people are still holding some, which I think is fine. I think you guys are holding some. I think you're totally fine. I do think that we can continue to go lower. Renzo Lopez, it's not that the money can't be borrowed. You have to borrow the shares. So Renzo Lopez says, Mike, is that a rule that in order to short a stock, the money has to be borrowed? How come you can't just use your own money? It's not that the money has to be borrowed. The shares have to be borrowed. You can't short a stock. So when you short a stock, you're selling shares. Okay, you're selling shares you don't actually own. So you got to borrow those shares from somebody. So basically, this is shorting. Here's an example. Okay, so let's say I don't own it. Let's say you don't own this watch. Okay, but you want to sell it because you think the price of the watch is going to go down. So you're going to come to me. You're going to say, hey, Mike, can I borrow your watch? And I'm going to say, yeah, sure. Here's my watch, but I want it back. But you can borrow it for now, and I'll charge you a fee to borrow it. Okay. In the case of TLRY, it was 11 cents for every share that you wanted to borrow. So let's say I say, okay, well, I'll let you borrow this watch, but I'm going to charge you $100 for it, but you got to give it back to me. And you're like, cool, Mike, thanks. You take my watch, you go and you find somebody and you say, hey man, I got this watch for sale. And they say, oh, cool. I'll buy the watch and I'll buy the watch and here's the watch, take it. Okay. They buy it for you for $90,000. They buy it for 90 grand. Okay. Now that's great. Now you just sold the watch and you have the money now in your pocket. So that's great. You just made $90,000, but you still owe me a watch. You borrowed the watch from me to sell it to somebody else. So now you need to go and find the exact same watch for a cheaper price so you can make money. So if you sell it to somebody for 90 grand, if you can find somebody else that you can buy it for 85, then you can give me back my watch and you can make $5,000. That's how shorting works. So when you're shorting shares of a stock, you have to borrow the shares from your broker because you don't actually own them to sell it. And then you've got to eventually buy those shares back so you can cover your short and return them back to your broker. Okay, that's the easiest way for me to explain short selling. I hope that makes sense. All right, no other questions? Yep, I'm still long WWR, guys. I'm still long WWR. So I'll just touch upon WWR, which is a swing trade that I've been in for a little while now. Okay, we'll talk about WWR, go to a 15-minute chart. Okay, I bought WWR right there. And we have taken profit off already. I bought at 906. I took profit at 1003. And I took profit at 1132. And I'm still in a piece of this position. And I'm still in from 906. Okay, so I got in at 906, took profit at 1003. This is a 15-minute chart. I took more profit at 1132. And I'm still holding some of that position. Okay, still holding some of that position. But guys, I've already taken a lot of profit off of this trade. Okay, I've already taken a lot of profit off on this trade. So I'm not, I'm not worrying here that the stock is right back to where I bought it. I'm still up a lot on this trade. So I'd like to see it stay above 850. That's going to kind of be the level. If we get below 50, that's what I'm going to start to think about exiting the last piece of this trade. All right. So there you have it, guys. I told you tonight was going to be a really awesome live stream. That TLRY trade was a beast. I hope you guys learned something from the mental aspect of trading, also the technical aspect, and another huge thank you to our guest. I want to know who right now that's on the live stream. I want to know who is not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member of TTG, go letters TTG in chat right now. Why did I short instead of buying put options? I prefer to short than buy put options because I don't have to deal with time decay. I don't have to deal with implied volatility. I can just short the stock. Nicholas Moretti, Dennis Nealon, Papa Mike, George Corbin, Dawn, Happy Glass, Jeremy Rowan, Trisha Johnson, Gary Meany, Tab Sampson, Joseph McCone, Earl Blake, Kenneth Yoder, Stephen Pascal, Martin M. 2001, Jamie P., Unwavering, James Ferrari, Rudy M., Chuck Dowdy, Commercial TV, 15 Seconds of Fame, Kelvin Edwards, Paval Panik, Joe Weaver, Timothy Duanas, Cindy, Sean, Jay Cisco, Chris Pickett, GSD Garage, Bruce Law, Sparks Get Zapped, Stephen Rowe. Beautiful. A lot of non-TTG members. All of my non-members, welcome to the live. I'm glad to have you guys all with us here today. I want to know those of you that just typed TTG in chat. Louis Malchiotti, I see what you did there. See what you did. Guys, listen, those of you that just typed TTG, I want to know what your goals are by learning how to trade. Type your goals in chat right now. You guys just heard Flavia's goals. She wants to start a foundation and give back to others and be able to, pay for all the different things that we mentioned on this live stream. I want to know, what are your goals? What are your goals when it comes to becoming a consistent profitable trader? Why do you guys want to do it? Nicholas Moretti wants courtside Raptors tickets. Nice. Nice. Okay, guys, fire away. Create successful investment portfolio, pay off a house, put my kids in college, pay off debts, buy a house, provide for my children's college, understand always when to buy dips. I want to open an orphanage. Very nice. Financial independence. I want to provide for my family, freedom, retire from my job, provide for my family in Venezuela. I want to buy a new car or truck, retirement, purchase a home. I want dental work, pay off my debt, clear my debt, pay for my kids' college, buy an estate, buy a mega yacht, replace my work income. Good, guys. Help my family members who lost jobs due to the pandemic. Yes, Timothy, I feel that, man. Guys, beautiful. These are all fantastic goals. These are amazing goals. It's important to have motivational goals when you guys become a trader because, listen, trading's not easy. Okay, trading's not easy. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's just like learning any other skill. You've got to be willing to put in some time, energy, and effort in order to master the skill. And in order to succeed. Like, listen, guys, I don't have the secret to trading. I can't promise you Lamborghinis and mansions, millions of dollars. If you guys sign up tonight, you can quit your job tomorrow. I can't promise you guys that. Okay, but what I can promise you is that I'll provide you with the education, the tools, the resources, the community, and the support and the mentorship needed to give you the absolute best chance to achieve all of the goals that you guys all just mentioned to me in chat. Okay, but before I go on, I see this question being asked a lot in the chat right now, and it gets asked a lot. Can I start with a small account? I don't have 25 grand. How can I day trade? I've already seen a lot of people comment that in chat. So to just answer that question quickly, my TG members that are on this live stream right now, sound off all of you that started with less than $1,000 in your account. Guys, go ahead and comment in chat right now. And also, if you guys don't mind, comment how much you started with. If you're a TG member and you started with less than $1,000, comment in chat right now because there's a lot of comments that I've already, and it's hard for me to even, I can't keep up with the chat. There's thousands of messages going through. So I only catch a couple, and I've already seen like 3 or 4 people ask that question. So I'm sure there's more. Victor started with 200, Dana 2,000, Dawn Chavez 500, Erica Miller 1,000, Joe Weaver 500, Faye Ball 900, GoFundMe Sarah 150, Diane 100, Bammy Enterprises 5K, Scott Shuck less than 1,000, Ghostface Trader 1,000 Canadian, Chris Pickett, that's insane. Chris Pickett started with $780 has brought it up to $10,200 in just 7 weeks. Chris Pickett, congratulations. That is absolutely incredible. James Breimer started with 1,000. Okay, Luis started with 5,000. Brian started with 400, now down to 200. Brian, make sure you go back and watch that Red to Green workshop. Remember, we leave no trader behind. How long does it take to start making money? Asks Marion Beecham. Marion Beecham. That is, listen, everyone's different. Everyone's different. You just heard Flavia. She from December to now, she turned 15 grand into 94 grand. But I've seen people where it takes them a year to make money. I've seen people it takes 2 years to make money. I've seen people it takes 2 months. I've seen people it takes 2 weeks. I've seen people it takes 6 months. It's completely different with every single person. Jason had started with $350 in 5 weeks, has turned it into 3,400. Incredible. Incredible. Douglas just joined this amazing family 2 days ago, is already up 1730. Douglas, that's incredible. Glenn Wilson, I paid my membership off in just 2 days. Jeremy Rowan, I work construction. On the days I work, day trading is difficult or impossible. Just can't get by that to commit. Jeremy Rowan, I get it, man. I get it. People are busy during the day. I get it. You're working construction. But watch this. Anybody else that works a full-time job, and anybody else that works a full-time job, my TTG members, if you are making money with your trading group and you work a full-time job, go ahead and type the number 1 in chat. The letter I. Type the letter I in chat right now if you guys work a full-time job and you're making money with True Trading Group. Jeremy Rowan, watch how many people are going to comment the letter I in chat right now. First of all, Jeremy, and if any of my teaching members are construction workers and you guys totally feel, or maybe even if you, for those of you that are typing the letter I, maybe guys go ahead and even comment what your profession is. I'm sure we have a bunch of construction workers that are probably on this live stream right now, Jeremy, that you can probably relate to. But you said, sometimes it's hard for you to day trade. We do not just day trade. Okay. Every single day in chat, we are calling out day trades and we are also calling out swing trades. Every single day in chat, we are trading stocks and we are trading options. Okay. Pay attention to the comments that you're seeing come through in chat right now. These are TTG members that work full-time jobs. There, Willard right there. Willard, a construction superintendent. There you go, right there. I'm just construction because, Jeremy, I know you said that you work construction, and there's an example of someone right there. Okay, there's an example of someone right there that also is in the same field as you. Okay, so for those of you that are watching this that think, maybe you guys can't commit to this or you can't do this because, you work a full-time job, think again, guys. Okay, think again. All right. So listen, guys, as a member of True Trading Group, okay, a 1-year membership to TTG is normally $2,212 for the year. But tonight on this live stream, you can actually get a 39% discount that brings the price all the way down to just $1,345. That $1,345 price point is good for tonight only. At midnight tonight, the price is going up by a few bucks and will continue to go up every day until we work our way up towards the $2,000 price mark. So right now, tonight, before midnight, is your best chance to get a membership to True Trading Group while the price is still $1,345. Normally it's $2,212, but on this live, you can use this coupon code until midnight and get that 39% discount. When you guys become a trader, you got to think of it this way. You are the ultimate entrepreneur when you become a trader. Now, I don't know many other places that you could invest $1,345 in yourself and then start making money with $500. You're essentially starting your business as a trader with less than $2,000. Before I go on, I want to see who here has made back their membership price. If you are a TTG member and you've already made back the cost of your subscription, sound off in chat right now. Pay attention, guys, to how many of my teaching members that are going to be commenting here in chat, letting you know that they've already accomplished and achieved that, making back their membership fee. TTG is so much more than just a trade alert service, guys, so much more than just a chat room, okay? We literally take the top premium trading tools and products and we bundle them together as part of your TTG membership. It's not just about a chat room and trade alerts. You're not just paying $13.45 to get trade alerts, okay? You are also getting included with your membership Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed that gives you live breaking to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room. And also it comes with a squawk box feature that allows you to turn on your speakers and listen to the news headlines as they come across the wire. Instead of you reading those news headlines, you can actually listen to someone call them out loud to you. You get access to quote streams, real-time level 1, full book level 2, and real-time options data with a trade simulator, okay, that allows you to start trading stocks and options with fake money with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you learn in all of our courses, practice it on the simulator before you start trading with real money. You get access to a trade ideas scanner that shows you stocks that are making new highs of the day, stocks that have a volume surge, your leading gainers on the day. You will also get access to TradingView's pro charting software with real-time streaming data. All of these things are included for free at no additional cost or charge or fee, nothing. All of it is included with your membership when you guys join True Trading Group. You're getting at least 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts from a community of traders that is currently sporting over an 82% win rate, guys, which means over 82% of the time that myself or one of the other mods calls out a trade, it is a profitable one. We are fully transparent in True Trading Group. We keep a trading journal of all of the moderators' performance on the website for everybody to see. We show you every buy, every sell. We show you all of our wins, all of our losses, all of our break-evens, okay? You guys literally get to see all of it so you can track all of our performance directly on our website. It is an all-inclusive membership, guys. When you join TTG, you get access to all of our courses, okay? You don't sign up, and there's these VIP special pro courses that cost more money, okay? You will get access to a 15-course curriculum that is a simplified version of the education that I received working at a fund. That is what taught me how to become a trader. It's what made me the trader I am today. I did not figure this stuff out on my own. You get access to a 15-course curriculum that includes beginner and foundation courses. If you've never traded stock a day in your life, we also have advanced courses, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses, option courses, how to trade during a market crash. We even have a course that helps you guys do your taxes. All the courses are in text and video format. And then on top of the courses, we have a video library with over 100 hours of additional educational video content of recorded workshops, webinars, and live events. Some of them, just to name a few: how to grow $500 into $25,000, how to trade successfully while working a full-time job. We just talked about that. How to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger. Guys, these are just just a couple of the workshops and webinars that myself and the moderators do with our members live. Don't forget, tonight, Jason Simmons, one of our moderators, was conducting a red to green workshop. That's a workshop specifically for any of our members that are still struggling. And then you can actually start attending these workshops live. Okay, all these workshops, webinars, you can attend them live when you guys are a member of True Trading Group. Okay, so listen, guys, if you guys think that $13.45, you think that, you know what, that kind of sounds like it's a lot, think again, guys, because that Benzinga Pro newsfeed, Benzinga charges $1,188 a year for that service. It's included with your membership. Real-time level 1 and full book level 2 is like $990 a year. It's included with your membership. A trade simulator, that's $750 a year. It's included. TradingView's pro charting software, they charge $720 a year for that charting software. It's included with your membership when you sign up with coupon code TeachD121 and pay only $1,345. This is why I'm telling you guys that it's worth so much more, than $13.45. Okay. And then listen, anyone that signs up here before midnight tonight, because again, if you guys want to lock in that 39% discount, you got to sign up by midnight tonight. But anyone that also signs up by midnight, I'm going to throw in a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, totally free. We're even going to cover the shipping. It's the perfect tool for you to stay connected while you're on the go. Okay. You guys can use our mobile app. All our members that commented that they work a full-time job. How do you think they're taking advantage of our service? We have a mobile app that allows you to stay connected to the chat room, even if you're not in front of your computer. You can see the screen share because myself and the moderators, we share our screen with you during the day. We are live on the microphone, talking to you throughout the day, telling you where we see opportunity. I tell you on the microphone where I'm buying and where I'm selling before I do it. So like today, when I was shorting TLRY, I came on the microphone and I told everybody that I'm going to be shorting TLRY at this price. I told everybody I'm covering at this price. I told everybody I'm adding back at this price. I'll tell you guys what I'm going to be doing with my trades before I actually make them. And then on the mobile app, when a moderator enters or exits a trade, you get a push notification in real time when that moderator buys or sells that stock. Josie8910 just joined. Welcome to the TTG family. Welcome to the TTG family. I look forward to trading with you. All right. So again, anyone that signs up, guys, by midnight tonight, like I said, is going to get included with their 39% discount membership, a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. And guys, we are also giving away. Guys, also we give back to all of our members. Okay, we give back to all of our members. This Monday, This Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be giving away a Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cash. Okay? We're going to be giving away a brand new Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cash. Every time True Trading gets 300 new members, we will raffle off a Tesla or 30 grand to one lucky TG member. And on this Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be giving that raffle away. Guys, all you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group. That's it. Be a member of TTG, and you are automatically included in that raffle. Okay, we are automatically included in that raffle when you guys join with coupon code TTG121. All right. And then we also have I'm good, guys. We'll just take a quick little minute here while I have some water while someone stops annoying me. So guys, anyone that signs up by midnight tonight is going to get the discount and is also going to get, hold on here, guys. All right, guys. So like I said, yeah, confirmed then. Confirmed for Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. All right. And guys, anyone else what I'm going to do also, anyone else that signs up by midnight tonight, I'm also going to include with you guys a money back guarantee. I'm going to show you guys how much I'm willing to stand behind my education and this membership. Anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, if you guys do these three things, listen, sign up with coupon code TTG121, go through all of our courses, pass all of our quizzes, attend one of our private study groups. If you guys still don't make back $1,345 at least once throughout the course of your membership, I will give you all of your money back. That is how confident I am in the program, in the membership, because you see the memberships, you see the members that are commenting on this live stream about their success. If they were not having success, I would not be able to offer you guys that money back guarantee. That is how confident I am in this program and in this education. If you're willing to put in just a little bit of work, that this can and will work for you. So guys, use that coupon code TTG121 before midnight tonight. Get that 39% discount. Get a chance to win a Tesla or 30 grand. And get that free Amazon Kindle Fire and get that money back guarantee. Thanks for joining me here tonight, guys, on this live stream. You guys are the best. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and of course, smash that like button.